baclofen pump story. So yeah. So here we go. If you guys don't know what a baclofen pump is, it's basically a medicine pump that has medicine that is a muscle relaxer to relax your muscles. So, and that helps people with tight muscles. So, how I got my baclofen pump, hang on, let me move my straps, is when I was diagnosed with CP at 6 months old, I was really tight growing up. Still am. And you know, we tried all these medicines to get me to relax. We even tried a surgery called a rhizotomy where they kill all the nerves in your back. But that didn't work. So, when I was 8 years old, no, 9 years old, sorry, my doctors told us about a baclofen. No, when I was 5 years old, they told us about the baclofen pump. But I was too small, so they had to go with the other surgery. That surgery didn't work. So when I was 9, they decided to give me the trial of this drug called baclofen. And let's just say I went through the trial and it worked amazingly well. I had no tone whatsoever. My body was loose. And I had no startle reflex whatsoever. So my parents and I decided to go with the baclofen pump, the actual pump. So, on May 30th is when I got my first baclofen pump. Now, baclofen can be annoying, but I don't know what I would do without it. And what I mean by annoying is that if I go too long without it, my body goes into drug withdrawal. So, which I'll get into that later in the live stream. But, so May 30th, 2006, went in for, my first baclofen pump. Hang on. I bet. And if you go, I should bet I disclaimer in this. I'm gonna get into a lot of detail. So if you guys don't like hearing about like blood and stuff, you should probably not watch this live stream. But that's just that. So I went in for surgery May 30th, 2006. and I got my baclofen pump. I had to stay in the hospital for, I believe it was 2 days. Because, I just had major stomach surgery and stuff. So, yeah, and major back surgery to put a catheter in my back to connect to the pump. Yeah, so that was fun. Not really, but you get the point of it. And so I got home from the hospital after 2 days, and I had to wear this this brace for 2 weeks, which is not the most fun thing to wear when you're 9 years old, or at any age for that matter. But anyway, so I healed up from that, and then about August, no, I want to say July something. I had to do my refill, my first refill. Which, if you don't know how to refill a baclofen pump, I'll link a video down in the description for this. If I can figure out how. So you guys can see it. So I got my pump refilled in July, I think. No, August. I don't know. Oh, I'll figure it out. But, so yeah. And this is something I still have today. But, and it helps me a lot. But, side effects. If my pump isn't working correctly, I can get super tight. But I'll explain that in a later section of this live stream. So I went on and everything was fine until I want to say August or September of 2000. No, September or October of 2011. That's when everything kind of took a turn and showed me what I know about the pump now. Now, with any medications, like if you don't take it, you can go in withdrawal. And that is the case with baclofen. Now, baclofen withdrawal is, I'm not going to sugarcoat this for you guys. And I'll leave all the information about baclofen pump withdrawal and all the info about the baclofen pump down below so you guys can go check it out if you want to. But baclofen is a lifesaver, but it can also be a pain because if your body doesn't get it for like 12 hours, your body goes into withdrawal. And let me tell you, I've been through baclofen withdrawal twice in my life in the almost 13 years that I've had the pump. And let me tell you, I'm not gonna sugarcoat anything for you guys. It is the worst thing ever. So if you're thinking, if you have CP like I do some serious research about the baclofen pump, because even though it isn't amazing, there is sometimes when you seriously think, why did I get this? Yes, it helps me with tightness, but why did I do this? Okay, so back to 2011. And I'll try and put a photo of a link to a photo down below in the description if I can figure out how to do that. I'll figure this out and then I'll put it in the description below. If I can figure out how. But like I said, September of 2011, I had just gotten my pump refilled, and the next day, about 3 o'clock in the morning, my back started itching so bad to the point where I thought I had a million mosquito bites on my back. Let's just say I was so itchy, I was literally sweating by the time I got up for school. Now my dad said, "What's wrong?" And I told him I itch. So he gave me a shower and then he took me to urgent care. See, well, the thing is with baclofen withdrawal, you can't see anything. Just your back itches so bad, but there's no marks, no anything. So I went home itching so bad after we got home from urgent care. I was at the point where I was crying so bad because it itched so bad. And I finally told my dad, just please take me to the hospital. And they're like, okay. So when we got there, I was itching even worse. and they gave me a bunch of diazepam, also known as Valium. So they gave me like 20 milligrams of Valium, which if you're ever in baclofen withdrawal like I was, there is never enough Valium. Just until you can get your baclofen turned back on. Yeah. So, I was itching in the hospital to the point where I was crying, saying I wanted to die because it was so bad. And then my nurse got there. Because when you get the baclofen pump, you get a folder. So my mom just happened to grab the folder to call my doctors down at the hospital. And so she just happened to grab that, and she called the doctor's nurse and told them all my symptoms. And they said it sounds like baclofen withdrawal. So they called my nurse because I have a nurse that comes to my house to refill my pump. And we figured out somehow that they turned the pump off when they refilled it the day before. We still don't know how it got turned off, but it did. So they turned it back on. So over like the next 12 hours, the full effect of that amount of Valium plus the baclofen made me extremely tired. And so yeah, so that was fun. So I'll leave a link in case you guys want to know what baclofen withdrawal is. I'll leave a link down below to a couple websites. I think if I can figure out how to do it. Yeah, so, overall, I'd say the baclofen pump is great, but like with any other medical equipment, you have to do your research because baclofen is a really serious medicine, and you need to do your research. But I hope that you guys enjoyed this little story time video, and yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Like I said, I will leave a links down below in the description so you guys can see photos of the baclofen pump and articles on it. So if you guys want to know, you guys can know. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to comment and rate and subscribe. And like this video. Alright, I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys.